Well, crap. I must have hit a hotkey for that. That's unfortunate. Welcome. Honestly, at this point, I'm impressed nobody said it. We've had viewers throughout today. That's annoying. Oh well. Not like anyone comes back and watches these VODs. It's fine. Welcome. Oh god. Yeah, so the setup that I use for streaming is I'll leave my mic muted while it's like set up for in the setup phase, and I know that I actively went to unmute it today, so I wonder if I did unmute it and then like I had hit a hotkey or something which muted me again, unfortunately. Let me like, hello, welcome. We're getting stuff working quite well, actually. So if let's make 4 different teams here. I'll remove myself from all but the 3rd team and hit start game. It puts me in the pilot seat for the 3rd plane, and I can go around flying it and everything. It also only enables the amount of planes that it needs from the pool. There's 16 in total, and that number was chosen because that's the amount of space that we have on the boat. Maybe in the future these planes could be a bit more water friendly, but I haven't quite figured out the physics there yet. Honestly, these planes just need a full redo of a lot of their physics. Alright, let's go ahead and set height 2. There we go. That's one of the downsides right now of being teleported into the... What's up? Oh, sorry. Is this dogfighting game or just general flying game? Okay, so as a quick kind of breakdown of this project, this was done a few years ago as part of a VRChat game jam, unofficial one by a community, called Perfect Pair. It was a Valentine's Day game jam, and our idea was it's the flight mode from Wii Sports Resort, except one person is the pilot and the other person over there is the gunner. So instead of it being a combat thing, you just go around shooting all these targets and stuff. It's at the time, I think we chose not to do any kind of combat in it for like shooting down other people, because if your gunner is in desktop mode, they're just way better, because they can point and click on things, and it just doesn't really feel incredibly fair. But 2, it was a lot harder back then in order to do a lot of this stuff, like sending messages to something like, hey, I've damaged you, or the likes. So not only was that particularly difficult at the time, remember this project started in 2022, 4 years ago. We didn't even have manual sync at the time. But we did it as a game jam. Like, this was a rushed project. So one of the things that I've been doing throughout these past couple streams is just bringing this up to an actual functional game standard in VRChat. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. So not to be like, oh, I can't wait for the stream to be over, but there is currently a nice smelling roast in my oven that is gonna be done the moment I am off stream. So I am looking forward to stream being over. Let's see what happens if I'm queued in for a bunch of seats. Okay, it just puts me in the first one. I wonder if that behavior is different in actual VRChat. Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to that pork roast in there. It smells so good. I'm having a friend over as well. I'll actually have to, basically, as soon as stream is done, I'll be putting shoes on and then going to pick them up. Well, no, I'll turn the oven off, then I'll put shoes on and go pick them up. And then when I come back, we'll take it out of the oven and then have supper. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to that. Okay, so one thing I am noting is that these planes settle slightly. So I should probably set that into their resting thing. Oh, the game ended. Okay. Start game. Wait, why can't the game start? I guess I haven't tested it in a while that you can start a new game. Well, that would be unfortunate if you only ever got one game. Start game pressed. That goes to lobby window. Lobby window has start game pressed. Calls game manager start game. Game manager, make sure that game state is idle if you're going to start the game. If not, is it still considered post game? Oh, it was still considered post game. Okay, it's just because I got out of the seat and stuff. Alright, so let's look at this. This plane settles down a total of negative 2.5 degrees. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and apply that onto all of the X rotations of these biplanes so that it doesn't noticeably settle whenever you get into it. Oh, I was mentioning earlier, all of the targets that we have, they're randomly placed around effectively. I want to improve that, but they all have an animator on them, which I'm not huge about. There's some things that I can do to get around it, but they have a looping animation where they just kind of spin slowly, which could be done over code, but there's also the target acquired animation, which we can hypothetically enable the animator for, run once, and then disable it. But that's it's one of those things that I would love to go in and fix it, but it's not the priority yet. So we'll have to come back to that one. We'll come back to it if there's any noticeable performance issues. Otherwise, if we're not having any issues, we will ignore it until nothing else is a major concern. Okay, the reason I was looking at these targets is because I want to make sure that the actual acquiring targets thing works. So when you shoot something, you basically declare ownership over that target. So if you shoot this target, team ID here gets set to your team. And then at the end of the game, it checks all of the targets and shows you whose team is which. So we haven't actually done that last part though. We have an old scoreboard, but not a finished one. Oh, I forgot to set it to loop on the playlist. I set it to randomly shuffle. I did not set it to loop. Alright, let's fix that. Skip 2 a.m. There we go, 6 a.m. Perfect. Alright, so what we need to do is have 2 screens. For these screens, one will be the lobby and the other will be the scoreboard. And it will automatically swap to the scoreboard post game. So let's get some buttons for that. Scoreboard. Actually, let's not worry about setting up the buttons for it yet. Let's worry about getting this stuff set up. Lobby window. We'll have scoreboard window. Or just scores window? Scores window. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, so scores window. Put that in our namespace. We'll give it the game state callback. Inheritance. There we go. Get rid of our not implemented, because that's not implemented. Like literally you can't have an init on. Okay. Scores window. This will need to enable itself when a game is done. So we'll do game end. On game reset runs when you load into the scene. Yeah, so if we look at the oh, where is the game controller? Did I move it? Oh, I did move it. Yeah, so it's in system, so close the tab. Remember, yeah. So on start, yeah, okay. So it runs this callback here. If game state idle, it does game reset. Otherwise start and end. I would like it to start on what's it called? I would like it to start on the lobby window, but it's probably fine with it starting on the scoreboard window and just having a Teams button. So let's go ahead and just set that up. Game object dot set active to true. And we'll basically do the opposite in the lobby window. This one right here. Turn off that window. Really should have a general manager for that instead. Yeah, okay. We won't have it do it in these two. We'll have a manager for that. Manager handler nonsense. Yeah, this will just be the big board that controls all the game menus and stuff. So game board, game menu. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let that do some compiling here. There we go. So we'll need a serialized field, private game object for our. No, we'll directly reference it. Private. Oh my god. Private lobby window. Lobby window. Similarly, we'll have a scores window. Scores window. Scores window. Game object. Oh my god. Set active. True. Lobby false. So that'll handle that, and this will manage all the pages and everything. And from here, I don't think there's a whole lot that we're going to worry about. Let's go to our scores window, and this will largely copy what we have in our scoreboard. Do we have a points manager? I think we do. Oh, we have a thing up here called scoreboard, which I feel like isn't right. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the old one. Okay. Yeah, so this is just iterate through all of the points. Yeah, let's just do a points controller. Points manager. Managers control multiple things, controller controls one thing. That's largely my structure for it. Points manager, blah, blah, blah. This will just have all the children on it. So basically, scoreboard, points target. Do. Actually, that'll just be public targets. Instead of serialized field, we'll do find object array. There we go. That'll just automatically populate that array during the scene build. Perfect. So now we'll have a public. Okay. How do we want to do that? So we'll have a. Where's our lobby? Lobby controller. Okay, yeah. So team IDs, yeah. We will have an array for that, or let's do. I think the easiest setup is actually going to be a data dictionary with integers as keys. Yeah, let's just do that. Private data dictionary. Game scores. On game start. Teams. Let's do on game end. Team scores that clear. And we'll count them all up. So for each target. Maybe it will just be easier to have it be a interarray. Yeah, let's do interarray. Oh, there we go. So team scores will equal a new interarray of length lobby team count. Oop. Oh, is my internet giving out? YouTube's giving me a bunch of errors here. Hopefully stuff's still fine on the old side. We don't have weird weather or anything, so I don't know what would be up. This has, in fact, somehow been our most scuff stream yet. Alright, find object for public lobby controller lobby. Looks fine. Awesome. Only for a second. Okay, yeah. I had a big freeze up in my my preview of everything. Max team count. All right. If target dot team ID not equal -1, team scores team ID target team ID plus equals target dot value, and we're generating this array during on-game end, and we will be displaying it on on-game reset. So there's always going to be a gap there. Right. Private settable. So then we can get that from the points manager and go to our scores window. Let's do score window instead of scores. It's just easier to say. Yeah, okay, perfect. Score window. This will need how do we want to set this up? Actually, what's our what is our lobby window currently doing for instantiation? Okay, yeah, it just does the classic. Let's see here. Do I want a custom class for all of these entries? Probably be easiest. Lobby team entry. Yeah, we'll do a score team entry. Let's rename that before I forget. Oh my god, I have so many things in this project. Score team entry. So let's move this over here, score window over there. Should go ahead and close a few things here. put the entries over here. Menu. Score lobby. Bonk. All right. Let's grab that. Mostly, I am putting none on the game state callback, so that's not required on a bunch of other things. So lobby window has this prefab. Actually, let's go ahead and duplicate lobby window as our score window. Okay, so we'll need a few things in here. We'll need the find object for a public score. Points manager, there we go. Points, we'll do hide an inspector there, we don't need it. Visible in the inspector. Also, I think I'll do the same thing here for lobby controller, lobby. You know, maybe I won't do score team entries as instantiable things. I think it would be smartest just to do a massive string builder. Because then you don't have the performance stuff of a bunch of different objects. You don't have to worry about instantiating it. It's just a string that you edit once at the end of a game. So we'll drop the score team entry and just go ahead here. We'll have a private string output. Do string builder equals new string builder. How do I want to go about this? So we'll need team ID, the users. So like the pilot and the gunner and their score. Then we need to sort them via that score. Which I think we should do first. I think that makes the most sense. So let's do a actually let's have it in points manager. We'll have a public int array sorted teams to get sorted teams. So we'll just do a array, so team scores. How do I want to do this? Do we have data list.sort? Is that a thing that we have? Thing.sort. Ah, we do. Well, presumably sort will work on integers, right? Not that I want to do that right now. Maybe I could do the data dictionary sorted keys. Though I might just be overthinking it. Team scores. Let's go through here. That might actually just be easiest. At least it'll be the fastest for me to implement. Data dictionary. Team scores equals new. And we'll just for each team scores. Nope. We'll do team scores dictionary. I don't want to be doing a for each. I want to do a for loop. I equals scores. Then we'll take the data list of the keys. Values here. So team scores dot get values. Oh, but that's gonna completely bork it if we're can I sort the data list of key pairs? Ah, freaking whatever. I have 15 minutes here. Let's not worry about figuring out how to do a sorted a sorted thing here in Udon in 15 minutes. Let's just get an output here. So points dot, what do we have for points? Point manager gives us team scores, int array. Okay. And we want the lobby as well. So let's do lobby controller, lobby, lobby dot team count. Yeah, team counts remain between rounds. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. Points dot team scores I. That'll be a integer. I should probably just copy that here so that we don't have to reference it each time, because externs in Udon are expensive. Alright, int score. And I is team ID. So builder dot append does append line appends string and then a new line after it? I believe so, yeah. All right, so we'll do append team ID space and score. If team ID is not equal lobby.team count, do builder.append line. No, we care about not equaling 0. There we go. Then this needs to output to a thing. So we'll have a serialized field or a private TMP text. I've been told I should be using instead of TextMesh Pro UGUI. It's a parent class for it and apparently still has all of the stuff. We'll see if that's true. Score label. Score label dot text equals builder dot toString. All right, let's lay all this stuff out. Lobby canvas, it will be renamed to game menu. Score window. Alright, just for now, we'll just use this raw label here. So if I hit play, alright, so we already got something breaking. Score window, object instance not set to instance of object. Is that our points controller not existing? Yep, our points controller does not exist because I never made one. Okay, so props? No, not props. What would that be under? Where did I put these things 10 years ago? Targets, there we go. Points manager. Lobby controller, you do not need to be visible. By default, these can be invisible. Let's actually move this up into logic. Points controller. Sorry, points manager. Alright, no immediate errors, which is good. For the sake of all of us, I'm going to go ahead, go to our game manager, and set the total time to 22 seconds, so we don't have to burn 2 minutes of me flying around. But that should give me enough time to fly over to the island and shoot some things. Perfect. Gunner. I'm also pilot. Let's go over here. Wow, this may not be enough time. Nope, that wasn't enough time. This is... Well, it hasn't swapped yet. Maybe I can cheat this. Oh no, yeah, it's not gonna. All right, let's make this easy on ourselves. This target, you're gonna be right by the boat. Game menu, disable score window, swap to lobby window. Leave all but the first team, start game. Any others I can shoot from here? 1, 2, 3. That should be it. Yep. Alright. Good. 7 seconds for it to end the game here. Alright, hit all the items. Game is done. We should respawn here shortly. Okay, Team 0 had 4 points. Perfect. That is working. It's not very fancy, but it does have something. Now I guess we can get player names and stuff for things. We can do that in 7 minutes here. Not that I can test it in 7 minutes, but should be able to do that fine. Okay, so let's get the 2 players for this. So int pilot ID lobby dot team IDs team ID. Alright, so if pilot can't spell. Pilot ID does not equal -1. Let's do an and here. Gunner ID does not equal -1. There dot append VRC player API get player by ID pilot ID dot display name filler dot append and then the same thing but gunner ID. Else if pilot ID is not equal -1. Else if gunner ID does not equal -1. Alright, so if there is a pilot and a gunner, it says pilot name and a gunner name. If there's just a pilot, it says the pilot name. If there's just a gunner, it shows the gunner name. Oh wait, this should be 0, not -1, because player IDs start at 1, not 0. So it'll be team, then 4. I should append a space. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Do that dash instead. All right, so this should work for 2-player teams, 1-player teams, and no-player teams. Let's go into play mode and make sure that works. Right, I still need to have a button for swapping to the lobby. Pilot, 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 pilot. Pilot, pilot, and gunner. Just gunner, and then none. Start game. Let's go over and just get like a single score. Perfect. We have 10 seconds to just go and fly the plane a bit. Then it'll say done. That puts the game at the game over state, which gives us a 10-second timer for the music to fade out and bring us back to, here we go. There we go. Team 0. Okay, yep, I need to append that with a 1. Add a 1 to that. Team 0, Vaughan, 1 score. Team 1, Vaughan and Vaughan, 0. Team 2, Vaughan, 0. Team 3, Vaughan, wait. I thought I left the 4th lobby, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh, I meant to. Oh well. Well, let's prove that all this works then. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I guess technically you can get out of the boat. You can get out of the plane and still pilot it. Not incredibly what we want, but oh well. There we go. And then team 3 is just shown as 0. Perfect. Let's go ahead and add 1 to that team ID. And that will be it for today. Awesome. That's actually basically the whole lobby and score system. Outside of adding a button to swap between the score window and the lobby window, this game is now completely playable in the final game state system that I wanted to build out, which is actually awesome. Obviously the UI needs to be improved. It looks pretty crap at all stages. There's a lot that I want to improve about the environment. I want to redo how the targets are laid out, some improved sound effects and things like that. But at this point, basically all visual. Like, outside of the individual code for the buttons telling you which window to show, we're good to go. I look forward to that, actually. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. That's going to be it for me today. But we got a lot done today, even if, admittedly, my mic wasn't working for some of it. But, yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. I look forward to having this project actually done. Obviously, there's now stages of it that I can handle off stream, where it's just me doing some improvements to visuals, things here and there. Which means next week we will probably be back to coding. Oh god, something. We'll find out. Yes, I will enjoy myself some good roast. You all have a good night as well. Make sure you're staying fed. Catch you next time. We'll see ya.